All right, you guys, welcome back to part 2 of our little tuna series that I'm putting together. Not really a series at all. Not very intentionally shot, and they're like 2 weeks apart. But this trip, I already know what happened on this trip because this is after the trip happened. But this will be a lot more, potentially, who knows? You'll have to just wait and see. Might be a little bit more fish and a little bit more action on this one than on the previous trip. But yeah, I'm going to head down to San Diego and meet up with Jake. Stopping to talk to Mark, who is the head of sales for the West Coast for Okuma. He's been gracious enough to lend me a little bit of his Okuma gear, and I actually purchased 2 rods from him as well, or from them. So I'm going to pick those up, get their gear, basically 2 Makairas, like the big reels for like big 100 to 200 pound tuna. You want to have a 2-speed reel, and I don't have a 2-speed reel. I don't do this enough, but I might be picking something up here pretty soon. But yeah, so we're going to head down there. I'm going to meet with Mark. Mark will not be in the video because Mark does not like being filmed. So that's fine. And then we're going to go down, crash to the hotel, and get fish in the morning. So let's get to the hotel now, say hey to Jake, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy this. All right, gang. So we have made it. I stopped by my buddy Mark's house. As far as I knew, Okuma as a fly fishing brand, they made decent stuff, but like, you know, it's not something to... It's just they just make good, like, just average quality gear. Nothing like impressive, nothing like disappointing. It's just fly rods you can use, right? Which is kind of what I use anyways. But apologies for the absolute mad hair. My drive down here was full of road rage and anger towards the masses around me. And so with Jake, so any of you that wanted to book me as a guide can thank Jake for me no longer guiding, because he poached me and offered me a job with a neurosurgery group in Reno, and basically while I was guiding him. So, boo, Jake. Boo. No, I'm just kidding. But the job's been sweet. We've been having a great time, and I get to do trips like this a little bit more often than I used to. So, but look at this. This is like, well, I don't know if you have perspective, but like, in my world, this is what we call an absolute unit. Just a giant reel. We have a couple different setups. This is a Makaira. So this is kind of like their high-end gear. Oh, yeah. What I was getting at with my comment about the quality of Okuma stuff. In the conventional world, completely different brand. So they make really, really, really good gear. Especially in this tuna scene. They have a company called Fish Lab that makes jigs and all kinds of stuff like that. That's all in here. I'll show you guys some of that tomorrow. But this is round 2. This is Redemption. The boat that we are going on now, they got full limits on Monday, which is great. Then they got skunked the next day. Then the next day they caught 3 fish. Then the next day so today, they landed 27 fish. And that was between like 36 anglers. And I've come to the conclusion in tuna fishing, you would think that like everybody that's doing this would know what they're doing, and no one has any clue what they're doing. There's like maybe 5 or 6 people per boat that have any clue. So I would venture a guess that of 27 fish landed, there's probably 7 people that limited, and then an additional like 13 fish that got like just randomly caught by people whose like bait just happened to swim down, or they just may have gotten lucky. Not to throw shade, but anyways, we got all this quality gear. Mark hooked it up. We're just borrowing all this stuff from him, but I purchased this the other day. So this is a Komodo. So it's kind of like a, you know, Shimano Tranx or like a Daiwa Lexus, so something in that range, but all kinds of gear. We got fly line stuff. We have a heavy rig for the big bluefin. The fish that they landed today were between 50 and 90 pounds. So this will be our friend. We could do it on this, but we really don't want to have to do it. And then somewhere underneath here that I can't rotate this because there's so much gear, is another kind of mid-sized rod for casting stick baits and surface irons. So that's the gear list. That's the gear list. That's what we're working with. We got to get up early. We're going to meet Troy on the boat. He's got 2 of his buddies with him. We're just going to hop on this boat and see if we can get it done. We're going to probably have to take a 4 or 5 hour boat ride to get out. And then once we're out there, hopefully the fish will eat. But it's fishing. And you know what they say? They don't call it catching. They call it fishing. My least favorite thing that old timers say. But it's also very true. So, all right. See you guys in the morning. Come on. Good morning. It's not a good morning. I'm tired. But I'm always tired. I never sleep before anything. I
think I'm gonna sleep, but I don't. All right, load it up. Rod's back in packaged form. All the goodies, camera bag, everything will sit in there. Jake, with an A+ attitude, always positive attitude. And then Troy, oh jeez, and then Troy's gonna pick us up right now. So let's get on that boat. And chills. Boats and chills.
Alright, so we're just kind of grinding. Jake's watch was off, so we were like, we've been rolling for about 2 hours, and Jake's looking at his watch, and we left around like 6 a.m. and Jake's like, it's 9:15. We're like, he said about 3.5, 4 hours like top, so like we should be getting there pretty soon. I look at my phone, I'm like, dog, it's 8:15. It's not 9:15. He's like, I need to fix my watch. So we're just rolling. You know, we went like 36, 37 miles out of San Diego, headed north because the fish are up here. There's cleaner water, and they got it into a bite yesterday. So we're just kind of cruising along, just watching people absolutely nuke chunks into the ocean. This poor dude, I looked at him, I was like, hey, are you sick? And I have some pills that he could, like some non-drowsy Dramamine and stuff. And he's like, yep, I already took them. Just proceeded to just absolutely yak everywhere. So not ideal, but we are just grinding along, looking for fish, so we'll get there soon. Buddy, way to get on him.
Go.
Nice, dude. Swim, little dude. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, dude. Yeah, buddy. It's right there. I see him.
What are you talking about? Yeah, me neither. That's for sure.
Oh, you're on someone's on your line. Oh, I'm on.
One.
I'm on.
Nice, easy.
Yep, no, the drag was way too loose. Yeah, baby!
Come over here. Come under. You got it under?
Yeah, I'm gonna come down. Come on.
Over?
Yeah, baby. Under here. You're good. Here, let me go under you. Well, what's he doing?
Good.
Phew! Phew! One sec, Doug. Hey, I'm on right here. Straight down. Let me go under you. I think, right? Where are you at? Woohoo! I'm under. Let me go under you. Good.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah. Don't pull too hard.
You're good. It's a long fight. It's only a 30-pound rod, dude. That's why it looks like I'm cranking up.
Bring your rod through there.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, come on down this way.
I'm on, dude. Alright, you guys, sorry. Hey, baby.
What's up,
What's up, dog?
You want me to stay here? He's kind of sticking.
Mine's sticking too.
Okay, we gotta make sure that
Take a couple steps out, Andrew, just to
Yeah.
get some separation. If they start circling together.
Dude, you lit that up so hard. Color!
Yeah, from the bow.
Nope, never mind.
Go back down, go back down, go back down.
Yep. Underneath you again.
Coming down.
I got color! You're good.
You? Stay calm, don't push.
No, you're good. I'm not cranking on that hard. Dude, this rod is so long and light. Yeah. It looks like I'm putting a lot more on than I am.
Use that rail, use that rail. You got it, you're good. He's just gonna make you circles.
Let's go.
Yeah, baby!
Bro, give me some, man.
Woo! Dude. Yeah, buddy.
No, good time. Yeah, man.
Dude, you're in there shitting yourself. I'm out here shitting myself.
Oh,
Can I get a quick picture?
Yeah, dude.
We'll pull him up.
Back of it?
Yeah, bring it back. Bring it back. I got your rod.
Behind you guys, sorry. Dead body coming through. Thanks, buddy. Oh, sorry, dog.
Down and around.
Thanks, buddy. Oh.
Let him know your number.
I'm 15. Thanks, Big Papa.
He was in a tuna pen.
Thanks, Big Hatchery Fish.
No, they had to let him go.
Not big enough.
He was
Hey.
either not big enough or they had too much.
That's enough out of you guys. He's plenty big. He's beautiful. I'm so stoked I got that fish.
Dude, that's so sick.
I'm so stoked I got that fish.
Now we gotta get
Jake one. It's madness on this boat right now. Yeah, baby. So sick, dude.
Just, don't saw this one off.
Did you saw one off again?
Oh, just that yellowtail.
Oh, okay.
But I am toying around with some light line, so you don't want to.
Are you still fishing 25? You monster.
I knew that bait I threw I was gonna get bit. I mean, it was like I had to sort through like 20 pieces before I.
You threw it and you're like, he's gonna eat.
I was like, yeah, dude, if this doesn't get bit, I don't know what to say. Sure enough, 5 seconds later.
Really?
Yep.
You just launch out, 5 seconds, just wham.
Yep.
Dude, that's so sick. It seems like they're kind of just underneath us. I don't even know if I,
No, they're super close.
if I should be out this far. Dude, this bait is ripping. Nice. Good job. Nice.
No way you can lift it off.
Nice. Good job. Great fish.
Sorry, kid. You broke up. You broke off.
Fish, 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 fish.
Oh!
Hot one, hot one. Oh! Sorry. You on one? Yeah, buddy. Yeah, rod tip up. Get that rod tip up. Get that rod tip up. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, Jake.
Come on down.
Follow it down. Follow it down. Keep the rod tip low. Yep, yep, yep. Keep reeling. Yeah, Jake. Yay! Keep reeling. Keep reeling. Keep reeling. Get that tight. Yeah, Jake. He has been grinding all day for that freaking eat.
Really?
Oh my gosh. I was starting to lose a little bit of hope there. I was like, oh, Jake. Plus, it's my boss, so I don't need to worry. I don't need him being grumpy at work, you know? This is my idea, so. Troy can't even close this. It's so full of fish.
It's a stalemate here.
Ooh. Come on, use those forearms. Look how strong he is. Oh my goodness. All right, so we made it off the boat. I was gonna record a bunch of stuff from like them kind of like divvying out the fish and all that, but it was like pitch black outside. Really no lights even there at all. So couldn't really show any of that very well, but got our fish. Troy has all of our fish in his kill bag. So there was an extra fish and dude offered it to me, so I took it. So I actually limited technically, even though I only caught one and lost that one. Jake freaking got one of the bigger fish on the boat, at probably right around 45, 50 pounds, which was freaking sick. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pack up here, drive up to Los Angeles now. I'm staying with Troy. We're gonna break down these fish tonight to an extent, and then we will be actually like vacuum sealing, and we're gonna probably eat some of it tomorrow. Make a little catch and cook video because Bluefin tuna is freaking sick. But Jake, how was your first tuna experience?
Absolutely amazing. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, so that was my first Bluefin tuna, and I was stoked to get into them like at all. Such a freaking cool trip, such a cool experience. This boat, I'm not gonna throw shade at the other boat we were on, but I will say that the quality of deckhands on this boat was like unparalleled. They were super solid guys, really informative, really willing to share kind of knowledge and expertise with us, which like for me, as somebody that comes from that like world, I find very, very, very valuable. Versus the other boat I was on was not that way. And if it's going to be slow, like let it be slow, but be informative, teach people, make sure that like they feel like they're getting something out of it instead of a $400 boat ride for a day and a half where you're asking questions and no one's answering anything. So, but yeah, so I'm going to head down there. Jake's just going to leave his fish with me. I'm going to break down his fish too. I'll probably eat half of it before he gets it. But we're already talking about doing another one of these trips, maybe doing a 6-pack charter with my dad and some of our some coworkers and Troy and one of his buddies. So, but let's get down to Los Angeles, get these fish, the start of breaking them down started, and then we'll fully vacuum seal and prep them all tomorrow. So, later, guys. So we've been working on this tuna for the last, I don't know, probably an hour and a half, at least. So at least an hour and a half, and here's what we got as far as my fish is concerned. So these are my two roughly 35 pound fish, and then this is all of the scraps. This is stuff that we scraped off the bone. I may or may not have had a bad cut on the belly meat right there, so we'll just add that to the spicy tuna we're gonna make. Troy's finishing up his last fish as we speak, and then the kill bag is empty. And now I'll show you guys this last step in the process here. It's breaking this down into these. These are the cubes. So I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah, so all we do is seal one side so you can kind of measure out
how big
or small you want to
Gotcha.
customize them.
Okay.
And once that's sealed, take it,
Beauty.
kind of give it like
A rough
measure.
estimate.
It's right about there. You want a little bit of extra.
Yeah.
Extra rough. Take it down. Open it up. Take it nice.
Bro, look at this, like,
Yeah, that stuff is
dude,
just
that is just like top quality stuff. Oof, so good.
really pretty stuff.
Into the back, man.
Super fresh. I'll take that guy. Bring it back here. Slip it in. Slip. Then we'll go back to a moist. Stuff is still super fresh.
Beauty. Anywho, you get the gist of what we're doing.
Yeah.
Looks beautiful.
Nice.
We already have a good number of those in the freezer. We have a lot of fish to do this too. Like a lot of fish to do this too. So we're gonna get grinding at this, and then tomorrow morning we're gonna have a little poke lunch with some of the salmon or some of the tuna we caught. So come along.
All right, so we finished everything last night, and finished all mine and Jake's fish. We have Troy's. He gave one of his fish to his buddy, and he still has this much meat and a nice tail
Yeah.
for the art.
The art today.
The art, and then we're gonna get this broken down. We got some rice cooking over here, and then get it to have some. We're gonna make some poke. Make some poke a little bit easier, a little bit less messy than trying to make a bunch of sushi right now. So let's get it.
So good.
Oh yeah. Dude, look at these just absolute loins. It looks like pork loins.
Yeah, man, that's
Really good. Well, nice fat content down here. Just a good quality piece of meat.
So cut this guy into like a sashimi. So it'll be like little
Yep.
cubes.
Yep. Makes sense.
This
And that'll
guy.
be our poke.
Take this bloodline out
Yeah.
as well. Take all these guys and start making them into cubes. Little quarters.
Just rough chopping the poke.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing too fancy there. Alright, so we have the poke all diced up. Sashimi cut, green onion for the poke. So what's your ingredient list?
So I put typically, if this is a little bit less than what I would normally do, but typically you want to go about like a cup of soy sauce, which may seem kind of like a lot, but you kind of want to submerge it. So it's just some shoyu, and then we'll take some sesame seeds. We'll do about a little under a tablespoon.
Cool.
So like that's good enough.
Beauty.
And then we'll take some sesame oil. I'll do like toasted. I started using toasted sesame oil. I really like it, but it doesn't really matter too much. But we'll put
A tablespoon of that.
we'll put about 2 tablespoons of that in there.
Cool.
That's about good. And then finally, we'll take some of this chili sauce.
Avocado in. Yeah.
That stuff is good as it gets, man.
Dude, the best thing about it is the fish is like quality enough that you just let the fish do the talking, and then you just put a couple ingredients to like enhance it.
Yeah, yeah.
So it doesn't have to be this like crazy like thing.
Concoction to try to take away the taste from the fish.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Look how delicious that looks. And then we'll just put this over rice.
that's it, dude. That pulls apart. That stuff is good.
So this is going to be like a little bit more of a stringier cut just because of where it's from. But let's do this. Dude, it's so good. Like, it's so good.
Yeah, you know, honestly, that part isn't as bad as I was.
No, dude, it's like, I actually kind of like it because it's a little bit chewier. So we're eating this like so fresh that I think it might actually be at a detriment to the fish because it's a little bit soft. It's not quite as firm texturally as like kind of you'd hope.
Because we didn't freeze it.
Yeah, because we didn't freeze it. This is Troy's fish. We just put this in the fridge, but tell me that freaking poke doesn't look delicious. This looks good. We're gonna have some of this over rice, and then we're going to. I have to drive back to Reno, so I'll get the rest of this packed in my janky ice chest, and then we're gonna get on the road. It's so good. It looks so good.
There we go, man.
The crazy thing we were just talking about this is like a singular loin from this whole fish, and it's like a quarter of the one of the 4 loins per fish. So like this is like a lot of fish, and it's still not even a fraction of how much fish is actually in there. And I have 2 full fish. So like we're gonna be eating a lot of poke, my wife and I, and having all kinds of fun sushi dates that we do ourselves. But Troy, give it a taste and we'll see, and then we'll
Let's see.
see how it is. A little avocado. I like the sesame oil move. I think that's good.
Yeah.
That's the bite right there. So good, dude.
No, dude.
It's so good. All right. Dude, I got so much crap talked to me on Taku's channel. I'm like good with chopsticks. And like...
You did?
Yeah, and someone was like making fun of me on his channel. They're like, well, Andrew's really struggling with those chopsticks because of one shot that Taku left in that I was just like fiddling with my food while he was talking. And so I'm like, this person's like, wow, Andrew really struggling with those chopsticks. And he also gave me like a collapsible set of chopsticks that split in the middle. So I had to hold them up like closer to the middle instead of the back. And he's like, well, you're holding them so close. I'm like, Taku, they disconnect in the middle if I do that. But anyways.
That's on the internet forever now.
Oh, I know. Taco's never deleting it. It's so good. All right. We're going to check out. Thanks for watching, you guys. This freaking video took a month to make and like $600 just in boat fares. But so if you enjoyed it, I would really appreciate it if you liked it and subscribed to the channel. So we're going to eat this, have a good time, and then I'm going to drive back. And yeah. See you guys in the next adventure.